Morning, guys. Welcome to the Teaching Learn. Today, lesson 26, Pedagogy, Central Questions and Answers. In this lesson, I'm going to add some more questions and tips and what are the important areas you should focus on both the questions and answers. Firstly, thank you so much for your subscription and watching my content. I'm trying my best to give you the useful content which can assist you in the pedagogy and other teaching exams like B.ED and B.ED and TGT. If you have any questions related to the content or if you have any suggestions, feel free. Your feedback and comments will be highly appreciated. So let's see what are the questions today and what areas you need to focus in these sample questions. So let's see. First, you can see the first question, and I have highlighted the blue colors, which are the important areas in question that you have to focus, and it represents actions what the question is asking about. So you can see here the first, while administering a national or international test. This is about the assessment to one of your classes, and after reading the official instructions, a group of students begin to ask additional questions regarding the test instructions and the test items. What is the best thing to do in this situation? It means exams. Students are in the exam, the instructions are given or written on the paper. Now, students want to ask you the further clarification and the test items. Test item means questions. It can be about the objective question. It can be about the answering questions. But the students want more information. Now, one thing is that assessment is clearly defined with a clear instruction. Each and every question is defined with their own instruction, what the student has to do. If you have distributed the papers, then there's no chance to clarify furthermore until they are the mistake. So this is the first the point I'm going to tell. So we'll talk about the B, C, and D first. Provide a further clarification. So I have right here about the test instruction for all students. You are not allowed to provide any other or additional information until there's any mistake or error. This is the one, or this is the benchmark for the assessment which has been set for that. Secondly, we know that the assessment or national or international assessment, they finalized with several reviews. And after review, it has been confirmed that you can distribute, you can conduct. So there's a minimum chance of any error or the mistake that needs the further clarification of the student. This is one. So B is not the answer. Second, you can see that provide further clarification about the test instruction only for students who have inquiries. If there's an error, that can be for all, but there will be no individual favoritism in the test. This is the second point. So C is also wrong. Ask a student to re-explain the test. Number third, it is irrelevant why the student has to re-explain while he has a question. This is the first point. Students are not the authority to explain the rest of the students. So it doesn't make sense. Now back to the first one. Reread the test instruction for the students. As I have mentioned, that they have already set the benchmark for national or international tests. You can ask them, okay, that reread it. Everything is clear. you have to reread the instruction. That is the answer. So you can see, again, read the question carefully. What questions asks you, what you have to do, and what are the close answers. This is the first. Now, second question we'll move. Which of the following practices may reduce the test objectivity? Now, there's a test objectivity. First, we need to understand what is objectivity. Objectivity has two criteria. One we call the objectivity and subjectivity. Means the questions which have no explanation, like a true, false, multiple MCQ choice, or having options. This is called objective. However, the subjectivity are the open questions and the explanatory questions. Now, another meaning of the objectivity here is that a biased decision, biased judgment. For example, if you wrote an answer with a suitable title and you wrote a nice description below. Now, the observer and the instructor, there's two observers. One of them likes your answer with the title, and the other one, he likes your answer only without title or just the descriptive part. So both have the objectives, right? Both have the objectives. So it can be the person that who likes the answer with the title may be biased. The one who likes your answer without the title can be biased. So we are talking about in this context. So what questions, what type of the practices or the test, they have the less objectivity. They have the less biased decision. Means the test who has a multiple choices or objective test, or the one has an explanation or writing test or open-ended question. We can see here, including true or false questions in the test. This is the one. If it is true and false is not only the objectivity. Using key answer sheets, we are talking about test, not key answer sheets. Remove it. Not having a test specification. We are talking about the test objectivity, not the criteria or the test specification of the test. So let's see about the first one, including open questions in the test. Now, open-ended questions, they have the multiple and authentic explanation based on their evidences. So they have the less objectivity, less bias. However, true, false, multiple choices, they have a more objectivity and the bias. Somehow they agree that they have the decisions. Maybe this one is wrong, maybe that one is correct. So the first one is that the open-ended questions have a less objectivity. Third one, which one of the following procedures is the most important to ensure the test validity? Of course, test specification, right? What a criteria you have to set that makes the validity of the test. Of course, varying type of the questions doesn't matter. That's also specification. Allocating the test time according. This is also test specification, including questions that measure the high order. That doesn't make sense of it. They have, why including questions. Of course, in the test specification, these things are mattered. So the most appropriate answer is preparing the test specification criteria that makes or ensures the test validity. So, friends, these are the questions of today and the areas which I have explained to you that what areas you have to focus and how you have to filter the information. I hope these questions will be useful and it will help you in all your pedagogy exams. We'll be meeting in the next lesson with new questions. Till that, thank you so much.